In Matthew's book, Jesus said, go into all the land, take the word, share it, teach it, preach to every man. Just do it.
Hello, this is Dr. Gregg Mays with your Word Wednesday. I have a question for you. If God answered every one of your prayers, when you prayed it, how you prayed it, what would that look like? You know, the harder you work for something, the longer it takes for something to manifest, the more you're going to appreciate that. And so I wonder if we apply that to our prayer life. So I asked the question, what would that look like? And I'll go first. Around 2015, 2016 timeframe, a basketball coaching job came available at a local university here, Southeastern University. And at that time, I had been coaching basketball for somewhere around 30 years. I started coaching basketball my first semester in college. You know, everybody thinks, oh, you're coaching, you have to start somewhere. And so I started on an intramural team, and I kept coaching, and I kept coaching, and I kept coaching. So here I am now, having spent a few years as a varsity high school basketball coach, and I wanted to take a chance on this. Southeastern University, a great school, but smaller team. I really believed I was ready for that, and I felt like I was qualified to do that job. And so I applied, and I prayed. And I mean, I could show you in my prayer journal where I prayed daily. I prayed for that job. I prayed for that job. Talked to my wife. I was ready. You know, only thing I needed to do was to get in front of that athletic director and to share my experiences, share my heart, and share my goals. And I believe I could have gotten that job, and I would have been the right person for the job. I believed that. But I did not get the job. In fact, when I spoke with the athletic director, he shared with me, and I think it was strictly email. I don't remember talking to him. But he said, you know, I've decided to go in a different direction. You know, he had pulled the job off the thing, and I don't know if that's what he did, but long story short, I didn't get the job, right? Fast forward about a week, maybe two, from the time I did not get that job. I was at Southeastern University, and I was getting out of my car going to class. And without prompting, I'm walking to class, and this thought jumped in my head. Man, I'm so glad I didn't get that job coaching that basketball team. And it was closed-ended right there. I didn't say, I'm so glad I didn't get it because blah, blah, blah. That was it. That was the end of the thought. And I realized I was working on my master's in ministerial leadership there, right? So let's take a look at some things. If I get that job, then probably many of the things that I'm doing and what the Lord has done in my life don't get done, right? So let's take a look. I finished my master's degree in ministerial leadership. I finished my doctor of ministry in pastoral leadership. I wrote a book. I wrote a devotional. I got Agape Leaders up and running. I do Word Wednesday and been doing them every Wednesday since 2018. You can go back on our Facebook page and look on the Agape Leaders Facebook page, and they're all there. Faithfulness of God. I would not have been able to do that. But then we started Monday Motivation about a year and a half ago. And that's been going strong. And then towards the end of last year, we started the Agape Leaders podcast. Some of you are seeing this as a video on our YouTube channel or on Facebook. Some of you are listening to this on the podcast. These are the things that God has done because I was not coaching the Southeastern University basketball team. Now, if he would have given me that job, would he have had some things for me there? Yes. But does he have me doing some things now? You betcha. You betcha. Not only that, I have some of the best students, and I have had some of the best students through the years at George Jenkins High School since that time. I have a great group this year, a great group. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, I didn't like this group. No. I always have good students. I'm just sharing the group that God has blessed me with this season of life is great all the way across the board. You know, my teachers out there may be able to understand this part. There are sometimes you have classes and it's just a mix of personalities that doesn't really work well. And you find yourself spending more time kind of, okay, let me try to help dodge this bullet. Let me get this out. And you're spending more time doing that than the lesson. And what I'm telling you is God has blessed me this year. I don't have one of those classes. And so this is something that I'm getting to experience, and just thinking about all the things that God has done because he didn't answer that prayer the way I prayed it, how I prayed it, and how I wanted it. What about you? What has God done in your life that you can look on and say, "Ooh, I am so thankful that God did not answer that prayer the way I wanted it answered. It has worked out so much better." And then will you share that with people? Because people need to hear that, because so many are praying and then getting angry because the prayer didn't go, the answer to the prayer wasn't the one that they were demanding. And so they didn't get the chance to see all that God would do in their life. That was 6 years ago. And look at us now. Hey, I pray that this is a blessing for you. And remember, stay strong.
So what you waiting for? Someone to feel the pain some more? Cause you ain't share the love, the grace you found within the Father's care. To share the love of God is more than just a simple job. It's Christ speaking the off a Holy Spirit law. Share it.